Congratulations on an unbelievable victory tonight. I guess just talk about your thoughts immediately after on how well you performed tonight.
I thought I did pretty good. I need to watch it back as always, but to take down a former Olympic champion twice is pretty major, especially with his bread and butter. So it's surreal, pretty cool, putting down old Yeller and retiring a GOAT like that.
Your striking looked fantastic as well, but is it the 2 takedowns that you're going to take the most pride in tonight?
I need to rewatch the striking. I felt like I was a little sloppy. I was having a little too much fun, but...
Yeah. You certainly had him hurt a number of times. Were you surprised at just how durable it was? Because it looked like there were a couple times where he was going to break and he just kind of refused to go away.
Yeah, Henry's tough, man. I think he only got finished once by Demetrius, right? Yeah. So I knew he was going to be pretty tough to finish. I knew it was probably going to be late in the fight if I did get one. But I was hitting him really hard, man. Like, that's the hardest. That's up there on how hard I've hit people. And I saw the decision in him when he was like, I could go out right now or I could fight through this, and made the decision to fight through it.
Nice. Will you seek his advice, in the future and train with him? And
yeah, he's going to make a phenomenal coach. Wherever he moves through this, if he chooses to stay in it and coach a little bit, he's going to be phenomenal at it. So, yeah, I'd go and seek his knowledge.
Nice. Emotions and the feeling right now after getting this result.
おめでとうございます。キャリアでも一番の勝利になったと思います。今の気持ちを教えてください。
I'm happy, thank you! Yes, feeling amazing.
No translation needed. The opening round was a little bit odd. I guess, can you talk about the position in the opening round? Were you in any danger at all at any point with the legs wrapped around, or were you just simply waiting through the hold?
オープニングラウンドについてぜひ教えてください。あのポジションに入った時に何か危険を感じたりとかっていうのはあった。それとも素直に待ってよっていうぐらいの気持ちだったのか。あの時の頭の中ぜひ教えてください。
1ラウンドの状況っていうのはプラン通りではなかったんですけど、すごい僕がフィニッシュされるっていうプレッシャーは感じなくて、相手に力を使わせて待ってました。
That position in the first round, definitely not something I planned. Wasn't the plan, but I didn't feel any pressure. And at the end, I was more like waiting for him to, keep doing it and kind of losing the energy and getting tired.
Is there any particular reason you've chosen to sit up there with this rather small belt rather than the larger championship belt that was awarded to you in the cage?
It was just too heavy, man.
Can you put into emotions? I mean, I imagine you're still processing, right? Because there's this build to this moment, and you don't really get the whole fight, like everything that you were expecting, but you get the reward that you wanted, right? So can you put into words, just process what you're feeling right now?
Man, like I said, it was this whole week. It was kill or be killed. I knew I was going to win the fight, but I didn't want the fight to end that way for sure. And as soon as he's recovered, man, I want to run it back. Just because I respect him so much. He's one of the greatest of all time and things like that. So I do want to run it back with him.
Yeah. You didn't get a lot of time to feel him out in there, but he was very aggressive. You had some great exchanges early on. Yes. I mean, how were you reading him early? How did it play out versus what you were expecting?
It was everything I expected. He's aggressive, and like I said, he's a champion for a reason, man.
Is your idea that, hey, let's see how he's doing would you prefer to run it back with him first before someone else? Does it matter? Does it matter who you face next, knowing that you want to face him eventually?
I would say it don't matter, but like I said, man, I feel like he deserves it. You know what I mean? So whatever the UFC want is what I'm going to do next, but I do want to run it back with him for sure.
Yeah. It's been incredible the pace you've kept to get here. Do you need a break now? Do you need some rest? Or are you like, hey, let's get me in February? Can you keep this pace? What's your plan as champion?
I want to be the, active champion for sure, but I'm taking this month off.
Very nice.
Where'd that come from? Oh, did he tell you? Was he in here or something?
The audio made it out that you guys were talking or whatever.
All right.
So, no, this, like you said, incredible night of fights, a lot of great performances. But the main event, Petr Yan, a masterclass there. Can you just talk about his performance, especially given how one-sided that fight was the first 2 times that those guys competed?
Yeah, it's incredible. we were looking for a fight, and we were in Jersey, and Merab was the main event of that fight, and we ended up signing him. And Matt Serra literally told me that night, this guy is going to be your world champion, and he's a special fighter, I'm telling you. And Matt Serra was absolutely right. One of the toughest fighters that I've ever come across. And let's just say, Merab and I didn't get off on the right foot early on. I have nothing but respect for him and everything that he's accomplished. And yeah, and for Petr to come in and do what he did tonight. And I mean, the body shots and the head shots and the wrestling. I mean, it was an incredibly high-level fight that was, you know, what a hell of a way to end the ESPN era.
Yeah, it really was. Do you think, I mean, there is a case for a trilogy, right? I mean, I'm sure Merab's going to need some time off after that, but I mean, are you thinking about trilogy right now between these two, or do you feel like Petr Yan did enough tonight to move on to other challenges?
You know the answer to this question. I'm not thinking about anything tonight other than, you know, that tonight was a great night of fights, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. As great as the main event was, the co-main event was shocking, right? Nobody saw that coming. I guess your reaction to the way that thing played out.
Yeah, you know, Van was all bummed out. You know, when I got in there, he said, sorry about this. I said, listen, man, there's nothing to be sorry about. I said, it's a shitty way to lose the fight. There's no shitty way to win a fight. So you won. It is what it is. Things happen in here. And congratulations.
Do you have a medical update yet on Pantoja? Do we know what his status is?
Yeah, they popped his shoulder back in. I thought it was the elbow.
I did too.
No, it was not the elbow.
Shoulder?
It was his shoulder. And they popped it back in backstage. And, you know, now they got to do, you know, MRIs and check out the ligaments and see how it is. So we don't have a time frame on how long he'll be out.
I know the two. Peter, congratulations on an incredible performance tonight. I can't imagine that it could have gone much better, but as you sit there, how do you feel about how the way things played out tonight?
Поздравляю, невероятное выступление сегодня. Не думаю, что что-то могло еще лучше пройти, но в принципе ты сейчас здесь сидишь, оцени, как это прошло.
Спасибо большое, очень приятно ваше внимание. Я очень рад, что пояс вновь оказался у меня.
Thank you very much. I'm very happy with all of your attention. I'm very happy that the belt is back in my hands.
Nice. At what point in the fight did you feel like this is definitely going to be my night? Like, I mean, you were out wrestling and you were out striking him, but when did you say, I'm definitely the better man tonight?
Когда ты понял в бою, был ли момент, когда ты понял, что ну точно этот бой мой, сегодня мой вечер, я выиграю, и был ли такой момент переломный?
Ну, чтоб типа я точно так думать, я так не думал. Я знал, что мне нужно каждый раунд показывать свою инициативу, показывать урон, наносить.
You know, I don't know if there was actually a moment when I realized, you know, the fight is mine. I knew that the entire time I had to push my initiative. I had to make sure to give damage, to damage him. So there wasn't like an actual moment where I knew.
Я же понимаю, я дерусь дома у чемпиона. Я прилетел сюда 30 часов с другого континента. Я понимаю, чтобы выиграть у человека дома, нужно это сделать очень явно.
I understand, you know, that I'm fighting in the champion's hometown. This is his backyard. I flew 30 hours to get here. I knew that in order for the belt to go in my hands, I had to make sure to leave no stone unturned, no questions.
Nice.